Also, a good feature of Delta is ability to optimize your Delta table. By that I mean, in traditional databases, when you have a table, and let's say you have a table with column 1, column 2, column 3, and you write a lot of SQL statement that selects data from this table. And specifically, when you select the data from the table, your where statement always goes against, let's say, column 3, because this is like the user identity column or something. So select asterisk from, this is table 1, select asterisk from table 1 where column 3 equal 5, or another statement, table 3 equals 6, or table 3 less than 7. So your where statement goes against one particular column. So in traditional databases, you typically go and create an index on this column. So an index will make it faster to read the data, but it's kind of slow because indexing also have a cost on the write, but on the read part, it's super fast. Now in the analytics world, Databricks or Delta will do things differently. It still give you the performance optimization that you get from indices, but in a different matter. We call this the ZOrder feature. So in Delta, you can say, I want to use table 1, ZOrder by C3. So ZOrder by C3. Think of it as like you making an index on C3. It's not really making an index. The way ZOrder work is it organized, because at the end of the day, this table is not really stored as one file on the storage. It could be multiple files like this. So ZOrder will rearrange the data in this file in a way that makes data for C3 easier to query on the runtime. So you're going to do some arrangement between the data here and there. So move some data around to make sure that your reads are super optimized. Why we move the data around? To make it easy to skip the data that is not needed. For example, if your query, we know that your query will require to scan without ZOrder, will scan the 3 files. This is kind of costly. If each one is 1 gigabyte, right? You're gonna read 3 gigabyte. But with ZOrder, scanning your files can be more smarter by arranging the data inside these files. We actually think, okay, based on your query, we can only read 1 gigabyte. We don't need to read the other 2 because we know for sure data is not there after the ZOrder operation. We call this data skipping. So you skipped 2 files and you only read 1 file, which is really optimizes the read operation so fast, make it faster. So ZOrder, you can ZOrder by 1, 2, 3. I think up to 4 columns will be fine. I usually prefer 3 columns, but you can ZOrder if your where statement is on 3 columns. You always do a 3 column statement, or your group by, or your join operations. So usually group the columns that you always inquire by, and ZOrder will be the way to go. It's super fast. So make sure if you wanted to optimize your table for faster reads and faster queries, you ZOrder the column that you use to do these queries. So this is for ZOrder by Delta, and see you in the next lesson.